When Republicans take control of Congress, one of our very top priorities will be to stop the flood of illegal aliens across our southern border. Under my administration, with the help of two great men, these are great men, Tom Homan, did you ever hear of Tom Homan? You never want to get in a fight with Tom Homan. And Mark Morgan, these are two great men, and they had help from others. We did such a job on the border. They knew exactly what they were doing, and we did that job. And as I said before, we had the greatest and most secure border in U.S. history. All Biden had to do is go to the beach. Just go to the beach. We had a policy, stay in Mexico. You don't have to know what it is, but makes sense. We ended catch and release. We ended asylum fraud. We struck breakthrough agreements with Mexico and Central American countries. I ended payments to all of these countries because they weren't behaving at all. They were sending us their prisoners. They were sending us a lot of bad people. I said, how much money do we give to El Salvador? How much money do we give to these countries? How much money are we giving to various, including Mexico? And I have a lot of respect for the president of Mexico. Yes, he may be a socialist, but I like him. And, you know, remember, he gave us 28,000 soldiers while we were building the wall. That's why we had such great numbers, even with 28,000 soldiers for nothing. We paid nothing. Now, I did say that if you don't give them to us, we're going to put tariffs on the cars coming in, but we don't have to go into that. We expedited removals and deported dangerous criminal aliens by the thousands. And we built nearly 500 miles of border wall. 3 weeks it would have been finished. In 3 weeks. And it took 2.5 years to get started because they had all of these lawsuits, 11 of them. We won every one of them. But we had 11 lawsuits brought by Nancy Pelosi, mostly in Congress. And we built almost 500 miles of wall. And we built in Arizona 225 miles right here. And your senator, by the way, I think he's going to want to take them down. Let's take down the wall. And these walls are tough. These are exactly what they wanted. I went to Homan, I went to Mark Morgan, and I said, what do you want exactly? And they brought all of the Border Patrol people up to Washington, and we had a meeting, and we got the wall. They wanted everything. They wanted steel and concrete. They wanted rebar. They wanted wires going through all parts of the wall so they can hook up high technology. We gave them everything. Joe Biden took this unprecedented success and he made it the greatest border calamity in the history, I think, of the world. I don't think there's a worse border in the world. I don't care if it's a third world or fourth world country. There is no border so bad as the border we have. We went from the best border we've ever had in a period of 1 year to the worst border we've ever had. Over 2 million illegal aliens have trespassed across our borders, but that's also a fake number given by the press and others, because the number, I think, could be 10 times that amount. I think we're talking about tens of millions of people are pouring into this country. We see certain people and we sort of mark it down. Well, that's the number, but it's not. I think we have tens of millions of people, and these are not necessarily people that we want in our country. And that includes with the so-called airlift that they tried to take credit for. 3% of the people qualified to be on that airlift. 97% of the people, you'll be hearing from them in years to come, in many cases. We also saw a record number of migrant children arriving at our border because Democrats' very cruel policies are pushing vulnerable youths into the arms of child smugglers, human traffickers, and very vicious criminal cartels. What the criminal cartels are doing to women and children, unbelievable. And you know, the trafficking is mostly in women. What they're doing to women is horrible. Yet despite all of this, Biden, Pelosi, Schumer, the whole group, and the radical left are still hell-bent on passing mass amnesty for illegal aliens. One of the highest priorities when Republicans take back Congress and eventually the White House will be to have a massive increase in the number of ICE officers and Border Patrol officers so that we can find and detain and deport every one of the illegal aliens that Joe Biden has released into our country. We should also pass a law that says that sanctuary city officials who knowingly release criminals will be charged as accessories in any future crimes. You know, sanctuary cities, it protects some very, very evil people are in sanctuary cities, totally protected. It's crazy. It's what the hell are they thinking? Thereby ending the whole concept of sanctuary cities, and we did a lot of it. But we didn't quite, the clock ran out unexpectedly. And it